morning. Good morning. I got some Team Flourish on here. Woohoo! Awesome. You love that cabinet? That is one of my pieces from my previous business called Lila's Pockets that I used to run. Sometime I'll have to, since I have a whole lot more followers now, I told my story once, but I'll have to tell it again sometime. I'm blacked out. Is that true for everybody? Can you all see me? Just tell me yes if you can see me. Okay, good. So maybe go out and then come back in. Perfect. Okay, so swipe left or right or up or down, whatever works on your phone to share with your followers. And the hearts mean you love me or you like what I'm saying. Hopefully this will be useful information today because a lot of you have been asking me about whether or not I do home parties and what's the best way of going about them. So, here's the deal. You all know, most of you know. Well, first let me start. I am Kara Lewis Newton. I am Purple Status Presenter with Unique. We are a naturally based cosmetic company. You can find all of my information on my profile. I say Kara Lewis Newton, that is my maiden name in the middle because there are two of us. So make sure that you distinguish between the two. If you want to message me, you have to type in Lewis Newton to find me. So, okay, home parties. Have I ever done them? No. I have built my entire business in Unique by doing online parties. I don't know if some of you saw, I'm super proud of this, and I think it's important. We say when we're proud of something, my biggest goal to this date was to reach $100,000 in lifetime PRS. I've been with Unique now for, it will be 14 months this month. I hit $100,000 last week in lifetime PRS. As far as I can tell, there are only 3 of us in the company that have ever done that. So yes, so I'm super proud of that. That was a huge, huge goal of mine. So my last goal, my only goal at this point is black. And so that now is what I have my sights on. To be honest, I really was just focused on getting to that 100,000 in PRS. And so now I'm really focused on moving up the chain and going black. So yeah, super excited about that. And so because of that, I feel like I have learned a ton about sales, about how best to sell online, how best to sell to women in the area of makeup. I am no expert by any means, but because I have had that many sales, I've learned so much about what works and what doesn't work, okay? So, home parties. I had never done a home party until this past Monday. Is that crazy? Never. I had done my first face-to-face makeover 2 weeks ago. So I was super nervous, super nervous. I am great. This is just how my personality is. It's kind of crazy. I am great behind the camera. I am great in front of a crowd of 100, 300, 500. I can do that. But put me in front of 10 women and I get super nervous. I am very nervous in a small group setting. So I said when I started Unique, I will never, ever do a home party. Well, as my team grew and I realized there are different personalities on teams, different ways of selling, there are some ladies that wanted to know how to do a home party and do it well. And I would just send them to other people. So I decided, okay, Kara, it's time to suck it up, get out of your comfort zone, be the kind of leader that you want to be, lead by example, and do one. So here is how mine went. It was successful. It was very successful. It averaged around about $1,400 for the party, okay? I got 1 presenter out of it, and I got 4 online parties from it, all right? So I would say, yes, it went well. I think there are several things that can be learned from it. So here we go. One thing is my customer base group on Facebook. So I still think the online aspect is really important when it comes to your home parties, okay? So for this one, if you're going to do a party for you, okay, this is for if you're going to do a party in your house. Just get rid of that. We don't need negativity. your customer base group, which is, I've talked to you a lot about that. I focused on that. That is where all of my customers go. All of my people are in that customer base group, and I'm constantly building consistency and relationship with them. And so I think it was really important in having this successful home party that I spent time over the last year building trust with that group, building relationship with that group, and establishing myself as the unique expert in their life, okay? So, could I have done a party a month into unique? I could have. I don't think it would have been anywhere near as successful if because I waited to build that consistency, if that makes sense. So I had already established myself in that group as that. Now, the people that, let me see. So I did an invite. I made a cute creative invite on an app called Red Stamp. It's really cool, okay? You want to download that if you're going to do a home party like this. And I posted that invite in my customer base group, and I invited everybody. And I was honest. I said, this is way out of my comfort zone. I said I'd never do this, but I've learned in life that you need to do things scared, and so I'm going to do this. And because they support me and love me and want to be a part of this with me, I had great response to it. I immediately had women say they were going to come, okay? Now, so I posted that in my customer base group. I also posted it on my Facebook wall. So if you follow me on Facebook, you can see what my invite looked like, okay? Also, I sent a personal invite with that picture, that graphic of me, to my local ladies, okay? So I went through my customer base group. I looked who was local to me, and I sent it to all of them, all right? I asked for an RSVP. I said I needed an RSVP so that I had the right amount of product and enough refreshments, okay? So I did this about 3 weeks prior to the event, okay? So I gave them 3 weeks, 3.5 weeks actually, okay? 1 week prior to the event, all of the ladies that RSVP'd to me, I sent a reminder to. I also sent a reminder to some of the ladies that did not RSVP to me but were really good customers of mine, okay? So 1 week prior, I sent another reminder, and the reminder was not just words. It was a picture of me with a little thing that said, don't forget, August 5th, 10 a.m., okay? And I called it a morning makeover with Kara, okay? So I gave it kind of a name. I gave it kind of a program approach, all right? The day before the event, I sent another funny picture of me with some wording reminding them that the morning makeover was the next morning, okay? And that I was excited to see them. I didn't even give them the chance to back out. I just said, I'm so excited to see you. And I gave them some things of what to expect. So I said, you are more than welcome to come without makeup and allow me to put your makeup on. It's not necessary, but you are more than welcome to come. I said, I will be there without makeup on, okay? And I told them that there would not be pressure to order. There would be order forms that they could fill out and leave, and that I would be placing their orders. I let them know that if their order was over $100, they could use credit card. If it was under $100, they needed to pay me with cash or check. That's how I decided to do it. Those that were under $100, I placed a bulk order, and then I will be delivering to them. Those that were over $100, I inputted their information, and it gets shipped right to them because they get free shipping anyway, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. And that worked out great. I downloaded the order form off of the Unique Presenters page, and I just had it copied, had it there. Okay, so the day of the event, I had some refreshments, just light refreshments. I did mine at 10 a.m. on a Monday morning. I chose Monday because I feel like it's before people's weeks get crazy, and usually people are refreshed and ready to do something Monday, okay? So I chose a Monday morning because I know my customers. A lot of them are stay-at-home moms. A lot of them, I'll answer that when I'm finished. A lot of them are stay-at-home moms. A lot of them have kids that are in school already. That's just my demographic here. So a 10 a.m. on Monday worked great for me as opposed to an evening. Now, did I leave some people out because I didn't do it in the evening? Sure. But I also would have left people out if I had done it in the evening. So 10 a.m. is what worked best for me, so that's what I did, okay? I set up different stations in my home. I set up an eye station, a lip station, a face station, and a skin station, okay? And so different stations so that they all weren't crowded into one spot at once, okay? So I set those up, throwing pens all over my living area and kitchen, okay? And then I kind of had everyone gather around my island in the kitchen, and I just kind of gave a brief, short, unique story. How I ended up with Unique. I thanked them for being great customers, and just kind of gave them a little bit of what my heart and my passion is behind Unique. And then I did a demo on myself. I had no makeup on, which was really hard for me. And I just showed them exactly what I wear on my face. And I used most of the products in the Cloud9 collection because that's what I was kind of focusing on, okay? So also I let them know, those ladies that were placing orders of 200 or more, I said, you know what, let's just open a party for you because you're going to get $20 back immediately with a half price item. And I can run 10 days for you and see if any of your friends want to order, okay? So, so every lady that placed $200 or more, I opened an online party for. So that was fabulous, okay? And then they were here for just a few hours. Later that day, I created a thank you video. I sent a personal message to them, just thanking them for supporting me and for being there and for making it personal. So I'm still using a lot of the same techniques that I use in my online parties. I'm just doing it live, okay? Okay, I think that's how I did my party. Now, what kind of questions do you have for me? Because I'm sure I didn't hit on all of the topics, on all of the areas. They're going to come flooding in. I will tell you this. Did I take pictures of my setup? I took pictures of half of it. But yes, I did. I will tell you this. I had about, no, I did not play games. I'm not a game girl. I don't like games. Oh, I did, I created their parties that day, yes. I did drawing. So I had a drawing because I had such a great response. I did a drawing for a Cloud9, but they had to be there by 10:15 in order to win it, okay? So somebody won a Cloud9, and then I had drawings for several other things, like stuff that I had gotten in kudos, like blending buds, a pigment, a liner, and I drew that throughout the party. I financially could not afford to buy everybody something because I had about 15 to 20 women here. So I did about 7 drawings of gifts. Did I have every color foundation? I had most of them. Now that's the other thing. I waited long enough in my unique career to where I've been able to build up product. And I do think that's important, but now that we have samples, that does change things a little bit. Applicators, yes, I used lip for all the lip stuff, the lip applicators. I used sponges. I got eye sponges and brushes. I got them cheap off Amazon. That's what I did. I did clean all of my brushes, and I have several of them, so I was able to use some of those on people. I did announce the drawing for the Cloud9 in my invite. I let them know. I went on a limb hoping that people were going to respond. I had a pretty good feeling that I was going to get a good response because I waited so long to do this. I knew that there were ladies that were wanting to see it live, so yeah. I did not have products here to sell. No, I didn't. I felt like I wanted to make it as easy for me and as easy for them money-wise. I didn't want to spend my time or my focus talking about money. Okay, and so I didn't have products on hand to sell because I didn't want to keep them from buying more online, and it just got complicated with how they pay me. Okay, so yeah, so did I allow any of them to try it in 3D? Yes, I did. Now, I did have a few friends here who were okay using my mascara. So some of them did that. I had a couple of ladies, I just opened it up for them. I knew they were going to like it, and yeah, so I did, and they paid me for the mascara separately. So yeah, I did let them. But I didn't have sample for the mascara. I will say, most of the people that were here, because they're customers and were in my customer-based group, they'd already tried the mascara. So they were kind of here to see the other products. The #1 product I sold was the liquid foundation. I think everybody that came bought the liquid foundation. So. They all wanted makeovers. That was crazy. Yeah, they all wanted makeovers. So I actually had my sponsor come. And I know that's not what everyone can do. My sponsor lives near me, so she was able to come and help me. But I would suggest if you're going to have a lot of ladies like I did, having another Y friend with you to help do the makeovers, because that was really helpful for me, was having another friend with me to be able to do them. Yeah, 20 women. It took a long time. They were here for 4.5 hours. It was crazy. I was not expecting that. I really honestly wasn't expecting them all to come with no makeup on. No, like I said, the ladies that came, most of them had already tried the mascara. Because I waited until I'd been in Unique for about a year to do this, most of them had already bought the mascara and tried it. So they were coming to see a lot of the other products. How long did each makeover take? It wasn't too bad. I had them all apply their own primer, and we just did the foundation and the face products, and I let them try the eye products themselves, and I kind of worked with them on that. So I wasn't doing full makeovers on them. But like I said, the number one, and most of them were coming to see the foundation. That's a big reason why most of them were here, was to see the foundation. Yes, lots of them bought the Cloud 9. Yeah, that's probably what I sold the most of, was the Cloud 9 or just the liquid foundation and powder. A lot of people liked that. Yeah, so it was good. Will I do it again? I don't know. They did not bring kids. I did tell them that if they needed to, they could. But no, there were no kids. I did have several mirrors. I have a big mirror in my downstairs that they were here. Maybe you can see that. So I have that, and then I have. Wait, can you see? I don't know. You can't see. I have another big mirror there. So they were able to use those mirrors, and then I had some handheld mirrors too. I applied a lot of them. I just used my hands for the foundation because you can apply it with your hands. Yeah. I also had antibacterial wipes, and so I wiped the lipstick with antibacterial, and I wiped the liners with antibacterial in between use, so that I was cleansing them in between too. Yeah, so I was doing that as well. So that was helpful. Do I use powder over my foundation? I do, because I love the powder so much, and I love a matte finish. I got all of mine off of Amazon, yes, but I know there are lots of places you can get them. I got mine off of Amazon because the antibacterial wipes were the cheapest there, and I have Amazon Prime, so everything ships for free. So that's what I used. So yeah, I think it was a success. I will probably do it again, maybe in the spring. Yes, I wiped the lipstick and the pencils with antibacterial wipes. Yep, and it didn't affect them at all. I had already researched that to make sure that it wouldn't. I had talked to a makeup artist friend of mine. The opportunity, I just had one girl who I did the makeover on. She loved it. She looked gorgeous. And she said, if I signed up, do I get a discount on items? I'm kind of thinking about doing this. I'm nervous about doing videos. And so I just encouraged her. I'm like, you should absolutely do it. So she did. She signed up. I don't know what the brand was. It was on Amazon. So yeah, and then the parties all came from ladies that were placing large orders. So that was fabulous. And I don't know if I mentioned this, that 4 ladies came that I'd never met before. So that was another great thing in me waiting until I built some consistency within that group, was that I had ladies come that I had never met before, but they had been in that group long enough that they felt comfortable enough with me to come to my home, which was pretty awesome. So it was really cool to meet 4 of my customers that I had never met, but we had built up enough of a relationship that they came to my home and they placed really big orders. So that was fabulous. All right. Yes, there were some that left without buying, and you just can't take that personally. I mean, I said there was going to be no pressure to buy. I know that they tried it, they liked it, and my hope is that they will come back and purchase from me at some point. But yeah, there were some ladies that didn't buy, and that's okay. That's okay. Because my biggest thing with home parties, my hang up with it, is the obligation to buy. I never want someone to buy from me out of obligation. I don't like to feel that way, and I don't want to make anyone else feel that way. So I'm glad it does tell me that if they left without buying, that means I did not make them feel obligated to buy. I sold about $1,400 at the party. So I planned the party about 3.5 weeks out. Yeah. So hopefully this was helpful. Like I said, I used a lot of the same ideas and tactics I use in my online parties in my home party. So, yep. All right. Well, I hope this was helpful, and I'm sure I'll be back on here soon. Jamaica is next week. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. It's crazy. I'm finally getting better, so that's good. And hopefully I will see a bunch of you next Saturday, but I'll probably be on Periscope before then. So, all right, ladies, have a great day.